to the Dolla Dolla Bets podcast, your home to free money sports betting.
All right, we're back at it with Bobby Betts. We have a new guest. Caitlin Scott is with us today, representing the Dodgers. Unfortunately, she got October Kershaw right before the pod, but she's doing a little better than Bobby and me. Bobby and me are on to football season because our teams are eliminated. Bobby, sorry about your Yankees. Not really, but happy Yankees elimination day, everybody. Red Sox elimination day was a little earlier, and I had to send Bobby some money for some Jamesons, that hurt a little bit, but that happens.
Yeah, nice bottle of Jameson to drain my sorrows, you asshole. Thank you. I wish we beat you guys over the same shit every October. Just can't hit the fucking baseball.
I was cheering for the Yankees because I was looking for a rematch. So I wanted to kick their ass fair and square. So
Volpe leading the MLB postseason with 16 strikeouts, and fucking Josh Chisholm dropping a double play ball. Same shit every year. Just fucking Judge finally figured it out. Pitching was great. Schlitter was a monster. But it's just Yankees always find a way to fuck it up. So it is what it is. On to football, basketball, and hockey. At least we knocked out your dumbass Red Sox. And
hey, listen, I mean, you struggled with a minor league team that the Red Sox posted out there. An injured minor league team, and you struggled with that payroll. You should be a little bit embarrassed. Your manager overmanaged as usual.
Our manager is trash. Aaron Boone should be fired. Should have been fired years ago. I can manage the team better, but hey,
happens. Anyway, on to some picks. So, Caitlin, welcome. Let me start with you. You want to start with a little football? You want to start with baseball? What do you got for us?
I guess I'll start off with some football picks for tomorrow, which I know it's Thursday, might not get posted until Friday, but I got to go with the Eagles. The Eagles just, they're 4-1, and the Giants have been struggling. So I think that the Eagles have it on lock, and I got to go with them, and I think they're going to clear the spread. So be that as it may.
Yeah, I don't know. Jackson Dart looked pretty good for a rookie quarterback. He got hurt that first game. Of course, I bet against the Giants, and they killed my parlay. The one game that they won. So I don't know. I'm a little jaded by that. Giants are looking a little bit better. They've got some weapons, but Eagles are a solid team. So that might be a decent bet for Thursday. All right. Anything else you got for us?
I guess the other one that I would be looking at for Friday is, I'd take Detroit. I know the Mariners, they've been hot, but Detroit, they've got some good bats, they've got some good pitching. They're going to be at home, so I would take them as well, but I think that if you're going to go on the over-under, I think it's going to be a pitcher's battle. And so I would go on the under side if you're looking at a spread of under over 8.5 runs. I would go for the under.
Yeah, I like that. Although Seattle put up a ton of runs last game, but Skubal on the hill. Skubal's been back. He had that one game where he looked a little bit hurt, looked like he might be done, but he's back in the playoffs. So I'm kind of riding Detroit too. Bobby, what do you got in that one?
Yeah, so that one's a tough one. It's Skubal minus 134 looks tasty, but Mariners are at home, so I'm gonna, just to play devil's advocate to you guys, and because I've been riding Skubal all year, I'll take Skubal minus 134 on the road. That's a tough one, man. Game 5, and both those teams haven't been here before, so it's going to be a crapshoot. This could be a 1-0 game or a 10-7 game. So I'll ride Skubal though. I'll ride the ace I've been riding all year. That's made me some money, so I'll take that. And then the second pick I have is the Broncos at the Jets. The Jets are terrible. Broncos just beat the Chiefs -7, so give me the Broncos with the spread. Broncos -7. It's my football pick for Sunday.
All right. I got some college football. It's been a rough year for college football. I've been getting killed by the spread. Usually picking the winning team, but losing by the margin. So anyway, let's run it down. Start with the Seminoles, had that kind of crazy loss. I don't know if you saw the game against Virginia, where there was the quickest field storming I've ever seen in a college football game, where the play had barely ended and everybody was on the field. The field was full, but Seminoles laying 10.5, taking Florida State. Guys playing Illinois, giving up 14.5, but we saw what happened when I picked Illinois. Trash, maybe it was Utah, and they just no, it was I forget who I picked them again. I'll go back and look at who it was, but Illinois is not going to cover the 14.5, so is not going to.
How about that UCLA game, the football game?
Craziness,
That was
right?
nuts.
That was, yeah, I thought they'd have a bounce back week after losing to Oregon, but yeah. I got Oregon. Speaking of Oregon, laying 7.5 against Indiana. Indiana, high scoring team, but I just don't think they're gonna do well against the Ducks. And then finally got Oklahoma in the Red River Shootout, whatever they call it now, the Red River Rivalry or Red River, whatever. Getting 1.5 of. If you look at the way Texas has been playing, it's been brutal. Manning is not the Heisman player that ESPN was hyping him up to be. So take Oklahoma. I would take the money line, sprinkle the money line a little bit on that one. Always a great atmosphere for that game. My son was looking at going, and it was tickets were $300 already. So it's a crazy game, but should be a fun college game. So I'm with both of you riding Detroit tomorrow, although Bobby's not necessarily. I guess you said you were riding Detroit, so taking Detroit in the game tomorrow. I think the Dodgers are going to win out the rest of the series. Yeah, I don't like Bryce Harper. I like some of the other Phillies players, but I'm always root against Bryce
What's the
Harper.
matchup for Game 4, Caitlin? You know, is it Onyama or what today? Is it Otani again, or is it back to
No, it is
Snell? I don't know.
I'll tell you who
I
it is.
well, I'm officially after today checking out of baseball
Tyler
till March.
Glasnow.
Oh, Glasnow.
I think Glasnow's up. So
Glasnow against Sanchez tomorrow.
yeah,
You know what is the Phillies are actually, I think they were I correct me if I'm wrong, they were the best road team in the regular season, so that's why they're super confident going in. I know they won this game. I didn't see what Kershaw came in. Was it a tight game and he just shit the bed?
But what they left him in, I mean,
3-1. It was 3-1, and then he just
it was eighth inning. His speed was
He just
down.
got lit up.
It was like a Grady Little move, just leaving him in.
Yeah,
He was
just leave him
done,
in.
and
Just let him rest the pen for tomorrow. That's a Dave Roberts is Boone 2.0. So I mean, he's
yeah.
a pretty bad manager. I know you guys won it last year, but he's trash too.
his first 3 pitches were all balls, and it was like, wait a minute, like this is like the October Kershaw that we saw, like when we were playing
Every single year.
Every year, right?
No, I mean,
Every year.
not every single year, but
He's look at his postseason numbers for career. I think he's got an ERA over 5, right? Matt, it's bad.
Yeah, his ERA
is trash. It's really
he is
bad.
Trash in the playoffs. It's just terrible because he's a great pitcher. He is an absolutely great pitcher.
He's like the James.
I was at the very first game that he started as a Dodger, and so I've been a Kershaw fan forever. Been to playoff games where he's been pitching, and it's just been like, we can't pull out a win when he starts or when he comes in. And I know that when we brought out our starter, and I was like, we got to get him through at least like 6, and then they're starting to warm up guys, in the 4th inning. I was like, no, like we cannot bring in the bullpen in the 4th inning. This cannot happen. And then, the bullpen, they did a good job until Kershaw came in, and then it just was lights out for the Dodgers, unfortunately. And I wore the wrong color dress because the Phillies were wearing their, baby blues. So I screwed up, and, so I'm wearing defeat right now, but we'll be back at it tomorrow at 3:00.
Hey, she got another day to live and talk about it. Me and Matt are already in. and
Yeah.
switch gears, switch
It's
sports.
I know.
it's already over.
You guys are so sad, and you feel so
Yeah, Matt's
depressed.
probably over it. Matt over exceeded this year. My team should have fucking not. Too. I'm pretty sure Vladdy batted like 700 against us.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I mean, like this, and this is kind of like off topic, but my nephew, he plays for Ferris State, which is in Big Rapids, Michigan, and he is on the offensive line. And I don't even know if you can bet on Division II
You can
football
bet on
or not.
anything.
You can bet anything. You can
But
bet whether it's going to rain tomorrow in Arizona.
they are undefeated.
State like Ferris, like a Ferris wheel.
Like Ferris Bueller,
Ferris.
like Ferris.
Like Ferris wheel, okay.
Yeah.
Now look it up. I'm just writing it down.
State Bulldogs. And
Bulldogs.
they're Division II.
You probably have a better chance of finding than I do.
On Bet Online, that's
They are playing at 1 o'clock versus Wayne State.
1 p.m. Eastern.
1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. So they played their first game. They won 34-17. Second game 63-6. Their third game 41-34, and then they had a huge blowout at their homecoming game on Saturday 2 weeks ago, 76-0.
Jesus.
And then last week, another blowout against Roosevelt, which was 66-0. So
It might be
undefeated this year. So I would say if you can place any bets on
the Ferris State Bulldogs. Well, what state are they in?
They're in Michigan.
Michigan. That spread's probably be crazy, huh? Like -30 or something. D2. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we did do
First game where they gave up 17, and then there was a little bit of a close game against Tiffin. I'm not sure where they were from, but it was 41-34. But the last two games have been complete blowouts, 76-0 and then 66-0. And then Wayne State, I'm not sure about what their records are, but I know that they're undefeated, and my nephew's playing for them, and he is a beast.
What's his position?
He is offensive tackle. So he's 6'8". He's like 280 pounds. His name's Demela Knox, and he was playing for Middle Tennessee State, or and then but they put together like a whole new structure. They put in new, like they had a new coach and new O-line coach, and they were on the struggle bus last year. I think they won like maybe one game, and so everybody left, and he was like, I gotta go somewhere. And a bunch of his buddies from high school and from Tennessee went to Division II, and a lot of the Division II players that have come out of Ferris State, they've been kicking butt in Division I. I think that there's currently a player from Alabama who's on the offensive line who has just been like destroying people. So they're definitely on the map. Definitely a good pick if you can, find a way to bet on them. So.
Matt, can you give me sorry to cut you off, but can you give me a spread on the Tigers' first 5 run line? I think that might be the bet to make.
Tigers' first 5 run line, yeah.
Tigers' first 5, Skubal. I know it didn't hit last time. I know that because Debo bet it. I know Polanco hit a homer and Tigers were down, but I think Skubal's going to do it this time, but it could lose the bullpen. I guess probably around like -115, I'm guessing. The game's -134.
So. First 5 innings, Detroit -0.5 a run, -105.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like the juice on that. So throw that on my ledger. And what's our code for it's Dolla Bet, or is it Dolla for the
It's
the
Dolla, Dolla, Dolla.
Yep.
So
everyone sign up.
Sign up for teasers. That's for better, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's for better. All right. Any more picks?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, we'll see Debo and Curtis tomorrow, and we'll add some more of their picks. And Caitlin, welcome. Glad to get some picks. Thanks for the Fair State insight. And I guess I'll root for the Dodgers now because we don't really want Bryce Harper doing anything. We don't want him going anywhere.
Yeah, no.
I
But
think
then
the only
after
two.
that,
I think the
Cubbies or
only. Two,
Brewers.
I think the only two teams that I don't hate in the playoffs is like the Brewers and the Mariners. I guess I don't really hate the Cubs, so I hope it's like some stupid World
Do
Series
you
where
hate
it's like
Detroit? How do you hate Detroit?
I hate
How do you?
Detroit because of the early 2000s when they fucked the Yankees up and when
You
Verlander was
know,
there. So I
my
don't like Detroit.
my dad used to golf with Sparky Anderson, who
Nice.
was the
Smoking
manager
cigarettes in the
for.
dugout.
Yep. So like I always gotta I gotta remain in the legacy with Sparky Anderson. He used to say what's up to my dad. He'd be like, "Hey, Scotty," and so I'll always root for Detroit, but just because they're at home, I think they got home field advantage and they got good pitching. So hopefully,
I think the game's in Seattle, isn't it?
I think it is in Seattle.
It's in
is it?
Seattle, Caitlin. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I think
No,
it's in
no.
Seattle,
Tomorrow's
right?
game,
It's Game
uh,
5, right?
game 5 on Friday is in Seattle. Yep.
Okay.
Seattle.
All right. Well, I'm still going for Detroit. So
Yeah. Schoolboy on the mound, game 5. That's
Screwball on
gonna
the
be something
mound,
to
Game 5.
watch.
So
That's gonna be pretty good.
I might check in on that a little bit, but I'm not going to watch
Probably
much of it.
probably bet that now before the juice gets
Yeah,
a little more. No,
that
yeah.
minus 105 is good. Get that one in, folks. If you're watching,
The
minus
first 5.
105,
Yep.
first five is good. The game actual winner, I think, is complete toss up. I could see that being some, both those teams could get crazy in the late innings, right? I don't even know whose pen's better. I mean, the Mariners have got some arm. They're both just kind of scrappy teams, so
Yep.
should
Yeah.
be a good
Young
game.
teams. Yep. All right, everybody. Have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Caitlin, thanks again for joining. And
yeah,
Bobby,
thank you
sorry
for
about your
having me.
Yankees, but not really.
Hey,
Bye.
All right, let's join part 2 of the podcast a little later on. We now have Debo joining us. We have Curtis joining us, and Bobby Betts is back. Bobby Betts still wearing his Knights hat. He's pretty happy with the way the Knights started the season. Let's go with some more picks. Had a interesting game today with the walk-off error. The Phillies suddenly became the Mets for an inning and lost their season in spectacular fashion, along with their football team losing to the Giants. Great sports night if you're an anti-Philly fan. So a lot of boozing happening in the city of brotherly love tonight. Get some picks here. Debo, you want to start? What do you got for us?
Yeah, I got a player prop I like here. Let's go Tyler Warren over 51.5 receiving yards. 14th overall pick out of Penn State. He's reached 70 yards in three out of the first 5 games. He's facing the Cardinals, who allow the 4th most to tight ends, and they average 68 yards to the starting tight end, which is the 4th most. So yeah, give me Tyler Warren over 51.5 receiving yards. So my player prop of the on Sunday. That's a 10 a.m. game, but you can also fade me because I've been very cold with player props, so take it with a grain of salt.
All right.
I'm gonna go with a 6-point teaser. I had the Eagles and the Broncos, and the Eagles game. The Eagles just got they got shellacked 17-34, so I had to make another teaser. So I'm going Broncos Steelers. Steelers coming off a bye, brings Steelers to a pick'em. Broncos -1. I like the Broncos are a real deal. I don't think they're like a title contender, but definitely a playoff team. And Steelers at home versus the Browns coming off a bye. Just give me the Steelers there. I got one last one. I saw Colts -4 yesterday, but now I'm looking at it right now. It's up to -7. So I don't know. If you had them at -4, I like that. But I think the Colts are a real deal team as well. Got a great offensive line. And you got the Cardinals just coming off that horrendous loss to the Titans. And that was very embarrassing. Kind of a gut punch to their season. But yeah, those are my 3 picks.
Like him. All right. Debo, every teaser he finds. Said, although last week he steered us a little bit wrong, but he's back. I'm trusting him with this one. So, all right, Curtis, what do you got?
I'll go for tomorrow's game on Friday, the Tigers and Mariners. I'll take the Tigers over the Mariners in a do or die game. Tariq Skubal's on the mound for the Tigers. I'll take the money line minus 138 for the Tigers, and I think they're just going to move on. I think the Mariners have fought hard, but I think the Tigers are going to take it with Skubal on the mound. You got to ride him. He's been a stud all year.
Scribble Snacks. I think that's the team bet. Bobby and I took the first 5. So
I did as well. Already did. First 5 run line, that is.
Yeah.
You can also do that as well. That's a solid option.
I think he'll go 7 though.
Yeah.
What's his? I wonder what his strikeout prop is. Probably like 8.5.
I would bet 8.5. Yeah. Didn't he have 12 last game?
I think 12 his first game. His first start he had 12 or 13 or something. Yeah.
All right. Got another one, Curtis?
No, I got a couple of fantasy tips for you.
All right. I'm gonna go a couple NFL picks. My Patriots coming off a huge win against the Bills, somehow only laying 3.5 against New Orleans. I know New Orleans got on the board, and it's away, but I think Patriots are starting to hit on all cylinders. Are looking like a better team. I did a preseason bet to win 3 out of the first games, and that hit for $20. So that was a nice hit. I thought I was done once they lost the Raiders, but once they came back, I survived that bet once they beat the Bills, so I was happy with that bet. Taking that one, and speaking of the Bills, I expect the Bills to have a bounce back in Atlanta in the ATL, laying 4.5. I like that one a lot. I think Bills are too good a team to lose 2 in a row. Those are my 2 NFL picks for the weekend.
Love it.
The NFL pick that I had yesterday, still the Broncos, I think, are laying 7 against the Jets. The Dolphins are terrible and they beat the Jets, so I still love that pick.
I don't know. I gotta say, Tua looked like Tua of 2 years ago before he got hurt last game. They started their offense was starting to click,
and they still blew it against the Panthers.
Right, Waddle was doing all right. Their defense is terrible, but yeah.
Darren Waller too. Is that a little?
I'm sorry, Bobby. We interrupted you.
He looks good.
I like the Seahawks plus 1.5 against the Jags.
I like that too.
That'll be my second football pick. I think they should have won the game last week. They blew it. Typical Darnold down the stretch, kind of threw a pick, but really good defense. I think they'll bounce back. That's gonna be my second pick. Take the points with Seattle plus 1.5.
Nice.
All right.
And then
Curtis, fantasy.
Brew Crew for Dinger. I just think the Brewers are really good. I mean, the Cubs feisty for coming back, but the Brewers are stacked all year. They've been really good. It's playing great baseball and consistent.
Yeah.
And I think they got the best chance to.
Yeah, they had that letdown for a little bit late in the season, but then came back and started to go back to where they were. So yeah, I think the Brewers are gonna...
Is Churio hurt or is he good? I know he got hurt one of those games. He's playing, right?
He's good. He played today.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure because I don't.
He got a hit his first at bat.
I kind of checked out of baseball after last night, but
why is that, Bobby? The Yankees lose.
Maybe because Yankees lose. Decided. Hey, what's fun? Really funny. Aaron Judge finally decides to hit the ball, bats 500, has a moment. The rest of the team bats 205, and then Jazz Chisholm just biffs a double play ball. It's just the Yankees every year. It's just the same fucking shit, dude. Same bullshit. I'd rather just be a fucking
clean it up. They need to get better gloves.
It's every year it's same shit. Bats just fall asleep and bad defense. It's crazy, but that's baseball.
That's baseball
for you.
At least the Knights had a crazy game though today against the Sharks. They were down. Power play only took one shot and they scored a goal with like 1:22, and then empty net. It was a crazy ending. You guys got to watch that if you haven't seen it. I don't even know how to explain it. I've never seen it like that. It was a crazy ending. They won in overtime with the goalie wasn't even in the net.
Why would they do empty net when it was tied?
I don't know. Watch it, Debo. It blew my mind. It's such a San Jose Sharks thing.
The Sharks.
It was, but like there was no goalie and they just scored.
We're
It was
tanking,
crazy.
dude. We're just tanking. Already tanking.
Waiting for 2026.
But speaking of the Dolphins that you guys just mentioned, I'll take the Chargers over them.
Yeah,
I think the Chargers are minus 190. I'll take them on the money line. Dolphins
I think
They're
they're
coming
terrible.
out. They're
minus
coming off
four-
a loss too.
minus 4.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
Minus
take that
4,
points on
minus
that,
five.
man.
Definitely take
The Dolphins are trash. Unfortunately.
Hey, I gotta play Tua this week because my quarterback decided to get hurt.
Hey,
Kyler Murray I don't even know how he got hurt. That was the most ridiculous injury.
The tight end though, Waller, I tried to pick him up and wasn't available because I didn't have a high enough waiver. He went off last week. I think because Tua can only throw short passes. If he's available, scoop him, and that could be a good player prop. I haven't looked at it, but he went off last week again, 2 weeks in a row.
He's scooped up. He's got to be 90% owned by this point.
But that could be a good player prop bet. The over on his yards.
He's a good touchdown threat too. Tua likes to go to him in the red zone.
Tua likes to go to him exactly. So no more.
Yeah, especially without
no Tyreek.
down a receiver. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Speaking of fantasy, what do you got for us, Curtis?
Yeah, I got a couple of players. If you haven't picked these guys up, definitely do. I'll state the obvious. Mason Taylor, tight end for the Jets. I mean, he's seen his targets go up literally every single week since the start of the season. Last week, he had 12 targets against the Cowboys, 9 catches, 67 yards. I mean, if you need a tight end going forward, I mean, you can't do better than Mason Taylor because they really only have
He's available in my league.
What's his face? Who's the main wide receiver for the Jets? I can't even think of his name.
Garrett
Wilson. Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Other than that, I mean, Breece Hall is the only other receiver I think they truly have. So I would go get Mason Taylor, tight end for the Jets. Another guy I'd pick up, Michael Carter, running back for the Cardinals, if you haven't done so already. He's pretty much the new starting running back for the Cardinals because they're down, James Conner. They're down, Trey Benson. So
Trey Benson and DeMarcado just fumbles on the.
Yep, exactly.
Or doesn't fumble, but he just drops it.
Yeah, I picked him up. They were talking about him being a little platoon back there, but he got almost all the carries. I think only 3 carries didn't go to him, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, 18 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. 5 catches for 22 yards is huge as well. So, yeah, Michael Carter, running back for the Cardinals. If you need a wide receiver, just for a couple weeks, Ryan Flournoy, wide receiver for the Cowboys. He had a really good game against the Jets. 6 catches, 114 yards, and a touchdown. He's basically now the number 2 wide receiver on the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb out. Other than obviously George Pickens, but they play the Panthers next week, and they're obviously not super great against the pass, and he looks like he could show a little bit of breakout potential with a few more games before CeeDee Lamb comes back. So yeah, Ryan Flournoy, wide receiver for the Cowboys, solid pickup for a couple weeks, and then I'll do an honorable mention for the Giants who killed it tonight. T.O. Johnson. He had a pretty good game against the Saints last week, 6 catches, 33 yards, and 2 touchdowns to go along with a touchdown the week before. So it seems to be a pretty solid, red zone target for Jackson Dart at the moment for them. So I'd go get.
How about Johnson. ASU homegrown Scadaboo went apeshit again. Three tutties today. I saw that guy at the end of my draft. I kept wanting to draft him, and I was like, I'm not going to be a Homer fanboy, because I live in Arizona. And I should have done it, and fuck.
My son traded him for nothing too, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I mean, you also can't. The neighbor's injury helped him, and the who else got injured on the injuries helped, but
Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah,
Tracy got injured. He just got back. He just played.
But either way, the kid's a stud.
Yeah, although.
Did he have 100 yards too this tonight? I think he had like 90 something. Maybe he went over. I turned it off. But,
he goes through people too. I mean, he punishes.
That's a good way to put it. 30 points fantasy. Wow, 98 yards.
Yeah, he was up there. Yeah. I'll throw one more out there. Kendry Miller, running back for the Saints. That's a good stash pickup for anybody that needs a running back. Because right now it's not looking great for Alvin Kamara. His yards per carry is getting lower. His carries are also getting lower, and they're starting to throw out that little trade rumor here and there. So Kendry Miller's the next man up if anything happens to Kamara. So go get him if you need a little stash.
Yeah, handcuff him if you had Kamara.
Absolutely.
Curtis, would you start Mason Taylor at tight end or David Njoku?
David
Probably,
Njoku.
probably
I,
Taylor.
I would go Taylor right now. He looks like a stud. He looks like he could compete
I picked
with
him up
Tyler
in real
Warren
time
for
on the cast.
tight
I
ends
was on
on
my
my
I
bench.
did
bench.
too. I did too.
He was available because I
Njoku's good,
have
but
Njoku. Yeah, he finally had a
Taylor's
game,
got
but he's
that
been
upside.
trashed before.
Yeah,
Um,
Taylor's got that upside right now.
they've got his yards player prop is 34.5 is the number for the over
For Michael Taylor.
for Mason Taylor. Yeah.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, he had 67 last week, 65 the week before. So
I'd take the over.
yeah, I'll take the over on that one.
Take the tight end duo, the Tyler Warren, Mason Taylor overs.
Let's do that. I'm gonna do that. Put that in right now.
We'll do it on Better and use our promo code Dolla for Better. And I'll post it later on Instagram tomorrow or something. But yeah, we're gonna
like that.
Take the two tight ends to go over their receiving props, Tyler Warren and Mason Taylor.
Yeah, just don't take Edwards or Kincaid because they're my two tight ends on my team, and they're gonna get nothing because that's the way it rolls.
Kincaid had a good game though.
He did. Yeah, he was on my bench. That's all right.
Of course.
We won't talk about that one. Yeah, all right. Some good player props out there. Some good fantasy tips, some NFL tips. First half of the pod, we got the college football picks in there. Lots of good games on Saturday. Some decent looking spreads on there. So even some money line stuff to throw out.
So, did the Phillies really lose on a back to the pitcher?
Yes,
wow.
Pitcher just threw it away. He threw it just a bit outside.
He panicked a little bit. Well, he just had to go to first base with it. He had plenty of time to go to first. I don't know what he was doing. So
I mean, momentum was taking him towards home. So that's the play.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to go to first.
He had plenty of time to go home too. There's a force,
I know, but I guess
I gotta watch the play. Like I said, I'm shutting baseball off till April, but I'll check that one out because that's just.
Are the Eagles frauds? Or are they just having a little Super Bowl hangover? They
I
do
did
not look good. Or the Giants just look good with their two rookies, Jackson Dart.
I mean, Giants just wanted to show everybody what they could do right now on national TV in front of everybody. Yeah. So that's the bright lights always brings out, different.
Yeah, and then Saquon, dude, the whole Saquon leaving, and
he's struggling a little bit lately.
Yeah, he is.
His numbers are way down.
Yeah, he's not quite Saquon right now.
Yeah. All right, fellas.
All right.
Good picks. Let's win some money this week. Once again, Dolla is the promo code for Better. So get some more money on that one. And we'll throw out some other ones the next couple weeks. And follow the tight end player prop. That's going to be the squad ride for all of us, and we'll make some money on that one.
Yeah, yes, Waller and Wallen, right? Or
no,
Waller. You can throw Wallen in there too.
Warren and Mason Taylor.
Warren and Waller.
You could throw Waller for a
do
touchdown.
all three of them. Why not?
Yeah. So a little tight end Dolla parlay.
Tight end Dolla parlay. All right. Have a good week. We'll see everybody and hopefully get this pod up next week too. We'll do another one. So we'll keep going.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you soon.
All right. Take care.